Hello guys, Davinator right here, and today we have a review gameplay for you. Now, we are going to detour from the horror film review marathon that we're going to do, just for this one thing, then we're going to start doing a bunch of horror film reviews again. As I said, we might, on occasion, detour a little bit and review something non-horror. But the movie that we're reviewing today is the 32-minute short film, Kung Fury. Now, this was a Kickstarter-funded short film, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is one of the best YouTube videos I've ever seen. Period. Out of any genre, of any style of video, anything, just anything at all, period. This movie is incredible. It is freaking fantastic. It does exactly what it tries to do so perfectly, so hilariously and brilliantly, and just amazingly well. I can't believe it. This is one of the funniest things I've ever seen on YouTube. And that's saying something, because there are tons of really funny things on YouTube that you can watch of all kinds of different varieties of humor. But I'm serious. This movie is hysterical. I haven't laughed this hard watching this movie in a while. I mean, I wish I would have like recorded my reaction to the entire movie, because I could do that, because it's YouTube, so I wouldn't get like copyrighted. But yeah, but then again, there's a couple people that already did that, so I don't know. I might seem derivative if I were to do that. But I didn't know that I would love this much, and I didn't watch the trailer beforehand. I just started like, yeah, oh, watch Kung Fury, it's hilarious. So I decided to watch it. I was like, yeah, okay, why not? I'll watch it. And oh my gosh, this seriously was amazing. So funny. But anyway, let's get into the story. There is no story. It's this guy named Kung Fury. He gets struck by lightning, and he has super Kung Fury powers, and it's basically he's the greatest Kung Fu master of all time, but not Kung Fu. It's Kung Fury. It's an ultra amazing version of Kung Fu or whatever. It's really funny, and this is essentially a big throwback to like 80s TV shows, or like 80s action TV shows like Hawaii Five-O, Knight Rider, The A-Team, stuff like that, and also somewhat of a throwback to 80s action movies as well, but specifically 80s TV shows, because like the entire movie is made to look like it's like, Hawaii Five-O or something like that. And down to the intro, and all the characters are hilarious, not to mention the special effects. I mean, dang, this movie was funded off a Kickstarter, and they used every single penny to the fullest extent, because there is tons of CGI in this movie, but it doesn't matter because it actually works well. This is an instance to where you can use tons and ridiculous amounts of CGI, and it works. It's not annoying. It's not overused. It's not like Jurassic World, where the CGI is overused and really bad. This CGI, while it technically doesn't look real, it's so stylized and just adds to the hilarity of the movie and the ridiculousness of the scenarios and all the just outlandish everything that happens in this movie. It just makes it a lot better, and just seriously, the special effects are amazing for a YouTube video. It's truly incredible. And the action is really funny and hilarious, but it's also pretty darn exciting, like really good, well filmed. I mean, there's this one scene, without spoiling things, it's this long take of this one action scene, and it's just this long take that keeps going. It was really impressive. I mean, technically I could tell, like, okay, it was actually a couple cuts right there, but still, it was cool. And yeah, it's just, this movie's absurdly violent. There's tons of profanity. It's just very, very vulgar movie. In a lot of ways, but it's just so awesome. I mean, this is what the Expendables movies tried to be. I mean, like, Expendables 2 was decent, and Expendables 3, while I hated the fact that it was PG-13, it was a fun movie as well. The first one was just crappy. It took itself way too seriously, and just, the point is, the Expendables movies were not nearly as awesome and hilarious and great as they could have been. This movie is exactly what those movies tried to be, but a lot more. And just, this movie, I mean, like, every time that it starts to seem like, okay, this is still cool, but like, I don't know, the hilarity to this is maybe starting to die down a little bit. It just jumps to something completely new. It brings something completely new to the table. Some random, crazy freaking thing that I will not spoil for anything that happens. It's just truly incredible. I mean, this movie is like Looney Tunes mixed with every 80s TV action show, but multiplied by like a million. This is just amazing. I mean, I can't say much about it because you just got to see it. Like, right after this review. Seriously, watch it right now. It's only 32 minutes long. I The only thing that I could say that is maybe a problem is that this movie is not feature length. But I mean, what can you do? It's a Kickstarter funded movie, and you got all kinds of special effects to do, and it took years to make. But this was it's now one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time, and I loved it. And I'm going to give it an A plus. And as far as gore ratings go, I'm going to give it a pretty bloody. Just because there's tons of CGI blood, like it's really gory, but there's, it's all like CGI blood, so it looks kind of, you know what? Actually, screw it. No, I give it a very bloody, a 6 out of 7. This is really violent and awesome. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please rate and comment and subscribe. And if you want to, you can also share. Get out of my face.